Hi class, I'm making this video to welcome you into week 2 of our summer session. I want to kind of recap week 1 and just give a brief preview of week 2 to come. So I'm going to move myself over here and obviously this is our course Blackboard course, and I did want to take your attention over to our syllabus and just to remind you guys that the kind of core activities that we're doing on a weekly basis are the participation, which is working in the slides items, our discussions, which are via Flipgrid, and our homework, which is the stuff that you upload. And so that is a big chunk of your grade. And then we also have exams, and your exams will be based on the work that you are doing through those other activities. So they won't be identical to them, but you will need to use the things you learned in those activities in order to do well in those exams. So I'm going to take you over to our our Blackboard course and just remind you that in the course materials, you guys are wrapping up week 1. And so in week 1, remember there's the required content and the optional content. And that required content, the weekly checklist, if it were me, I would be going throughout my time in this work and I would be checking out that weekly checklist. So let's see, I think, yeah, this is our week 1 checklist. So I'd be going through line by line and making sure I had all those things completed for in there. And then we also have the slides items, and a lot of you guys have just done a really nice job with these so far. I can see you introducing yourselves. If you're someone who got this done early in the week, then it might be nice to go back and reference those things. And really, the slides this first week, we're just getting to know the format. The slides in next week are really going to be working through more content, more material in them. And the flip grid, we already talked about a little bit. One thing that maybe was not completely clear on the flip grid for the first week was that I did want you guys to go in and tell me when you were done. So here's a week 1 discussion and the list of things to do. And once you've done all these things, if you submit in this assignment and you can really just write the word done, it kind of gives me that push that I know I can grade it and put in your grade in Blackboard. And then this week, y'all also have homework, and that homework is tessellations. I do expect that you follow those directions. And so for in part 1, part 2, and part 3, you should have a template. So like an index card that has your your tessellation that you move around the page in whatever way you need to. So if you're freehanding it, then there's something off there. It should be following the actual directions, and I will be grading accordingly. And then you have week 2, and week two's material is now available. And we're going to follow this same kind of rhythm where you guys have a checklist again. You're going to have slides activities again. As I said, the slides activities are going to be, and they're going to take more work from you now. This week you have an interactive textbook page and some other things to go do in here with your discussion. Oh, actually, I'm probably going to move that discussion up because I like it to follow a certain order. So what I was about to say about the order is that yes, your stuff is not due until the end of the day Monday. That is the requirement, but I want to save you from yourself a little bit in terms of putting stuff up until the very last minute. So I would suggest as you go into week 2 that you really try to do all the slides items first and then do your discussion. And try to, if you could get through your slides items and your first discussion by Thursday, that's going to put you in such a better position to finish the rest of this material by the following Monday, because you do have quite a bit of work here. I really love the material this week. We talk about symmetry, both rotational and reflection symmetry, so some cool content and stuff there. And you talk some about the math standards. So I'm looking forward to a great week. And as we hit the deadline on Monday night, I'll be grading your stuff and I'll be getting back to you guys. Um, with your grades from week one as you transition into week two. So hopefully we can start to get into that rhythm. All right, I'll talk to you.